this movie kind of feels like it was like, perfect for Portland with the homeless population and the street kid population in the city.
Hmm.
Has like working on this film impacted the way that you view homeless people, vagrants?
Um, I mean, I think that I was researching it a long time before I did the film, so I felt like I had a pretty strong idea of what it was like to be someone living on the streets. I talked to a lot of kids. Obviously, Portland, is the perfect setting for this. I mean, it was the only place I could see the film being done. I could have done it in LA and gotten a lot more out of my money, if I really wanted to. But I just felt like the way the city looked, the it goes back to what I was saying in the beginning about, you know, keeping it real. You know what I mean? And not putting my opinion in the movie. Like, this is where it takes place. So for people that watch the movie, they're not going to for one second think that this was fake and it was contrived, because we are in the setting that this story took place in. Um, and I feel, I really feel for a lot of these people who live on the streets. But I've also learned that it's a conscious choice. I know that some of these kids come from abusive families and they get thrown out of the house and they don't really have a choice. But on the other hand, a lot of these kids actually choose to live on the streets. It's like a lifestyle choice, that they choose. And that's one thing that I found to be really interesting, was that it's not what a lot of people think. A lot of people walk by and they're like, fuck you, get a job, or whatever. But it's like, he could get a job if he wanted to. He's choosing to live this way because this is a lifestyle that these kids have grown accustomed to. As well as older people who you would consider hobos or bums. They've got money, believe it or not. They got a pocket full of money at all times. And a lot of people just don't take the time or even care enough to stop and want to even understand why.